Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm back here at Dick Norris Buick GMC in Palm Harbor, Florida, because guess what? We have it. This is the refreshed and also all new, figure that one out, 2021 GMC Canyon AT4. But before we dive into this off-road midsize, let's talk a little bit about GMC. GMC, General Motors Truck Company, been around for so many great years. The Canyon is that sister truck to the Chevrolet Colorado. Now, when you go GMC, you're going a little bit more on the premium side of truck things. And what's wonderful is that for 2021, GMC decided, you know what, let's take the AT4 name badge and all the goodness that comes with it and bring it to this very vehicle. So what you're looking at is their mid-size off-road competitor. So this isn't a full-out off-road version like maybe a Colorado ZR2 or a Toyota TRD Pro, but you're definitely gonna find some unique off-road touches that are gonna allow you to basically take the truck wherever you need to. So let's go ahead, dive into this Canyon AT4, see what's changed and see what's all new. Right off the bat, I like the color. Black definitely fits it to a T. And then when we look at the styling, what have they changed? What has remained the same? So the big zonk is gonna be same exact headlight setup. So you have a very, very large headlight housing, projector beam style headlight in there, LED daytime running lamp, a lot of silver, but the silver is working nicely with the black. I wish they would have maybe made the silver a little bit darker. Now, as you drop down, you do have LED fog lamps and a nice little simple trim that goes around, and it's not trying to look like a fake vent. The one thing that I am confused, if this is an off-road version, why do we have a massive plastic air dam down there? That doesn't make any sense to me, but it is the AT4. Now, as we come across refreshed, redesigned grille, I like the color, I love the shape. When you look at a GMC grille, it just has a nice flow to it. Very, very simple in design, but it has a lot of intricate details. The GMC badge sort of floating there near the center. As we work our way down, all functional, and then you can see bright red tow hooks all the way at the bottom. That signifies that this is an AT4, and that's to help pull somebody out that's stuck, or let's say you get stuck, somebody's gonna be pulling you out. Now, when we get up onto the hood, real nice on the design, you have this beautiful indentation that kind of goes all the way around, gives it a nice raised look, very, very clean lines going towards the A-pillar. And then when we come around the bend, what are we working with on the AT4? Now, you're gonna have special off-road tuned suspension. The biggest plus is gonna be these 17-inch wheels wrapped in these 31-inch tires. So these are those Goodyear Wrangler Duratrac tires. When you're talking about what's the size, you're looking at 265 on the width, nice meaty 65 series sidewall. You can see just how off-road capable this tire is gonna be. Wheel design fits nicely with the GMC brand. It's got your machined aluminum, some nice metallic gray, and then I'm gonna have kind of Victor kind of showcase what's going on with the suspension. Like I said, it's been retuned for off-road duty, and that's gonna help you go where maybe your Canyon from the past could not go. I do like the very, very tasteful AT4 badge on the side, especially the way they bring in that GMC red on the 4. You do have color matched mirror caps. Everything else is gonna be a nice, clean, flat black, color matched on the door handles. No running boards or anything, but you can see how this is sitting a little bit higher, about an inch and a half higher than your standard AT4. We keep working our way back towards the rear. I do like on the Canyon the nice flared fender look, especially when you're looking down the side. I'm gonna have Victor kind of showcase that front fender and the rear fender has a beautiful, just flared out look to it. When we get to the back of the vehicle, you're gonna have a tasteful V6 badge. Really like the font, the color, real simple on the taillights. There's that badge there. And then of course you got GMC, Canyon, AT4, all your towing hookup. Everything is out of the mud, out of the dirt. You got your nice towing capability right there. And then you're gonna have soft release on the actual tailgate. And then you can see what we're working with interior space in the bed liner. You have that sliding rear glass window. One zonk is definitely up top on that roof. That remote control style antenna needs to go. It needs to have a shark fin antenna. But why don't we go ahead, let's pop the hood and see what's powering this new off-road Canyon. All right, guys, we do have the hood open. You do have hydraulic hood struts. Underneath the hood, I am gonna have to zonk this engine cover. It does look, like I say, from other reviews, like a trash can lid. It looks like something on the side of my house. Now, for 2021, there are some updates. You do still have that inline 4 engine. That's gonna be your starting point. You could go V6, but for the first time, they are gonna have the Duramax turbo diesel engine. That's gonna be coming in a couple short months. But what are we looking at when we're staring underneath this hood? You are looking at that 3.6 liter naturally aspirated V6, 308 horsepower, 275 pound-feet of torque. It's going to be all mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Of course, on our AT4, we have four-wheel drive capability. What that means is you're going to be able to tow up to 7,000 pounds. The truck weighs around 4,546 pounds. MPGs around 18 in the city, 25 on the highway. Now, when you go AT4, like I said, you're getting those 17-inch wheels with the 31-inch Goodyear Wrangler tires. You're getting advanced hill descent control, and you're getting a transfer case shield. So for that 2-speed transfer case, you are going to have some skid plate protection to protect underneath the body while you're going off-road. I guess the good news is it's nice to have choices, and with the Canyon, they're giving you those 3 different engine options. But why don't we go ahead? We talked about underneath the hood. Let's check out the interior of the all-new 2021 AT4. All right, guys, we're inside the 2021 GMC Canyon AT4. I know you're at that point, you're like, Joe, I've been eyeballing a Canyon for a little while. I like this idea of having an AT4, and boy, oh boy, does she look good in black. How much is this one? You're looking at MSRP with the 4-wheel drive. You look at MSRP of $41,420. Let's see what you get for the money. Now, to the door panels, the bad news is at the top of the door panel, you're still getting that hard black plastic. Now, the good news is it's going to be easy to clean. On the armrest, you get a little bit of that Kalahari brown tan stitch work. There is some faux carbon fiber, which looks tasteful. Door pocket is kind of unique on the actual door panel. You have a cup holder at the bottom. Then you have a smaller area at the back of the door panel, which maybe you might be able to get a couple Chips Ahoy cookies in there, maybe some Fig Newtons. And then you have like a Twinkie tray in the center. So I guess for snacks while you're off-roading, they got you covered. Now, when you come to the dash, you do have soft material. You got a nice grab handle to pull you in. Let me open up the garage. Let me open up the glove box here as you're sitting in your garage. Want to showcase that? I know some people have been asking me to showcase the volume. You could easily put 2 boxes of Twinkies in there. Very easy. That's how much room you have. There's that Kalahari stitching. Nice soft material. This is really the sore spot. So you do have an 8-inch infotainment system. It's just very dated looking. You do have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Wi-Fi connectivity, and the navigation. This does also have the multi-speaker Bose sound system. It is easy to use, which is great. The fonts are super clear. You can get your climate control, which is nice. And then if I back up, here's our camera. So there we are out back. You do have trajectory, and the camera is actually pretty clear. Say you want to look down, there's your trailer hitch line to get you hooked up when you're trailering, and then you go back to home. So it's very simple to understand. It's got this smoked metallic gray finish. You do have just standard AC controls, so no dual climate, just standard AC. So I am going to zonk that on a $42,000 truck. We keep going down. You do have your toggle switches, heated seats, but no ventilated seats. That's another zonk. Little cubby here for some toothpicks, so you can pick the food out before you pick up your date. Out of your teeth, you got 2 USBs, an aux jack, and a 12-volt, and a nice tray for some Snickers. They satisfy the hunger. 2 cup holders. This is going to control that 8-speed automatic transmission, more of that faux carbon fiber design. I do like this other little pocket here. You could easily put a box of Good and Plenty, maybe some Mike and Ike's. Armrest is on the harder side, but I do like the Kalahari stitching. Open this up, easily drop a box of Twinkies in there, and there's another 12-volt. Close it up, seats. This is real leather. Love the AT4 embroidery, that nice carbon fiber texture design, the Kalahari stitching. You do have a cloth center to kind of keep you in, but you are having the controls here on the side to adjust the seat. The bad news is manual backs, even on the driver's side. This thing should be all full power. Plenty of headroom, plenty of space overall, but why don't you go ahead, come on over to the business end. I want to show you behind the wheel of this AT4. All right, guys, business time behind the wheel. What's nice is like I said, it's easy to get to the controls. The not so nice thing is that you have to manually adjust your back of the seat, which in this vehicle you shouldn't have to do. Another thing that's a zonk is a key ignition. Now, I know a lot of people like to reminisce about the past, and that's great, but it would be nice to have a push button start. Here's your key fob, by the way. You got your GMC logo there. You do have remote start, which is nice. So that's a nice feature, but you do have the key ignition. So I'm gonna go ahead and fire this back up before I sweat to death. Steering wheel has nice leather, that Kalahari color stitch work, looks like a baseball. You got your GMC logo with that grill shape design. Simple on the buttons, sort of like a Game Boy. So, you know, left, right, A, B, up, down, start. I think that's how it was. I can't remember, it was so long ago, but you could definitely relive those Game Boy dreams, Nintendo dreams on your GMC. And then the dash, you have an analog tach, analog speedometer, coolant and fuel gauge, and a digital display in the center. I'm sure for 2022, there's gotta be some big surprises coming because it's been a hot minute since GMC did a redesign on this Canyon. But the great news is, like I said, 2021, for those who want that off-road capability, this AT4 is bringing it. Let's check out the back seat and see how much room your passengers have in this Canyon. All right, guys, back seat time on this GMC AT4. Now, just like other Canyons, it's a little tight back here. You do have leather all the way around the back. Also USB and a 12 volt, so your passengers are gonna have that connectivity. A little cubby down there for some atomic fireballs, maybe some everlasting gobstoppers, and I only have one pocket. The good news is, it's actually pretty wide. You could put a lot of different items in here. The bad news is that I'm the one with the pocket. If you're on that side, you don't get a pocket. You do have the manual sliding rear window, so if you have some friends in the bed of the truck, you could throw some snacks to them, maybe peg them in the head with an atomic fireball. That would hurt. And then, of course, you're gonna have an armrest. I'm gonna half zonk it because that's better when the cup holders are horizontal, but they do give you almost enough real estate for a whole arm. So that's why we're just gonna half zonk that. But why don't we go ahead, let's get to the best part. Let's go find out how this GMC AT4 drives. All right, guys, we're in the 2021 GMC Canyon AT4. Right away, some of the things that I've already talked about in other Canyon reviews kind of creep into mind. First of all, the seating. Seating, it's a little on the hard side. I'm hoping that the leather will break in over time. And the bottom of the seat kind of tilts down, which I don't know if under like hard braking, if I'm gonna slide forward, which kind of feels a little different. The cool thing is I like to see the nice rise in the hood. Also, the height of the door panel and the armrest is perfect for how I like to have my arms positioned when I'm driving down the road. Steering wheel, the leather has a great feel. Yes, it's dated in here, but I think for many people it's gonna be familiar. And it's gonna be easy to read these gauges. Having the analog tag, the speedometer, and then you also have that digital display in the center as well. That's kind of a nice variety, but I'm sure changes are coming soon, hopefully. Now going to this right-hand bend, let's see how she handles. Nice weight to the steering wheel, even with those 31-inch off-road tires, handles well on this asphalt jungle. We have people that just roll out, typical Florida fashion. Visibility out the back is great. You are getting a little bit more road noise because of those off-road tires, but I'm telling you, if you've been waiting for a Canyon that has that off-road capability, this is definitely the mid-sized truck for you. All right, guys, I want to do a little acceleration test on a slow roll, on throttle. The 8-speed drops down and we are off and running. Smooth shifts, and what's nice about going V6, it's got plenty of power. So you got plenty of power, you're not gonna have to worry about that. Nice naturally aspirated power, gives you that linear torque delivery. Gonna be interesting to see what the Duramax turbo diesel, how that's gonna work in the GMC AT4. But I think where I'm just scratching my head a little bit is that I wish that I had ventilated seats, or even a sunroof would be nice, but you are getting that crawl control feature, which is gonna be good when you're off-roading, and you're also getting that extra suspension travel, different geometry, and all the other engineering prowess that they put into this AT4. All right, guys, going up this hill, back on throttle. That V6 easily pulls us up. little buzzy from the engine, but nothing too crazy. I think when it comes to the Canyon, you're going to have those people that really want this truck, and having it in AT4 trim and the revised exterior pieces, I think maybe just opens up the door and says, you know what, this is the year for me to go get my Canyon like I've always wanted. Is this a viable competitor to the ZR2? We already know that's not the case. Not for the TRD Pro, we know that's not the case. So it's going to be interesting where the buyers come from to purchase this truck. What is going to be their end-all desire for having it? Because I guess if you want a full-out off-road truck, there's some other ones that are a little bit more extreme, but maybe this is perfect for people that are going to daily drive it a little bit more in the asphalt jungle, but still want that nice off-road capability. And this right-hand bend, nice and smooth. Pulling on out here, back on throttle. Mirrors work great. Love the mirrors. Love the visibility in the truck. Just a little cramped on the interior, especially for the backseat passengers, but would be interesting to really put this through its off-road paces. But we got to get this back to Dick Norris Buick GMC and wrap this one up. So I will see you in a split second. All right, guys, it's been another great day here at Dick Norris Buick GMC. Definitely got to thank Melvin, Adam, Derek, the rest of the crew getting us access to this 2021 AT4. Is this the perfect off-road truck? You know what? I think in this mid-size category, there is some real tough competition. But if you're looking for that GMC Canyon that you've always wanted, and you've always wanted that little extra something with the AT4, you're definitely getting that little extra something to make this an off-road acceptable truck. But if it's small trucks, these mid-sized trucks like these that you want to keep seeing on Raise Rise, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raise Rise family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link in the description. Get yourself some Raise Rise merch. Got to get out to Victor, king of photography, Crown Vic, working that camera like a champ. Thank you for your hard work. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.